for grabs.
But on some real shit, y'all, my Chicago Bulls are ass. And everybody's been ranting and raving, OG, how come you never talk about the Bulls when they lose? And how come you never talk about the Bulls? What can the Bulls do? My man Nick Bean just asked me in a TikTok live, what can the Chicago Bulls do to resurrect from being as Gabricio as we've been as of late? I'm going to keep it a whole buck. As much as I want to see my Chicago Bulls do well, I just don't think it's our time, right? And me as a Chicago Bulls fan, I kind of, my vision is kind of blurred from time to time, where I think things should work, but when I look at it from outside of the box, I realize, look, this probably ain't gonna work. Look, man, Bulls ain't doing too hot, right? The main reason we ain't doing too hot, it's like, to be honest with you, I love what we put together. You know, a few veteran borderline superstars with some young talent around them, you know, scrappy players, ferocious players, but let's be honest. We miss Lonzo Ball for sure. On the defensive side of the ball, we are atrocious. And that's the only way I can see this working. Our best player being DeMar DeRozan. Zach LaVine is inconsistent, not only with health and getting himself back to rare form, but also just with play in general. It seems like him and DeMar DeRozan are bumping heads. I don't know what's going on here. He's been on a hot streak as of late. LaVine I'm talking about, but I don't know how long this is going to last. And let's be honest. A lot of people have been telling me for years, if DeMar DeRozan is your best player, you don't have a shot. And in this league, this beloved NBA league, you have to have superstar level talent to win a championship. I don't care who you are. You can count on one hand how many times a team has won a championship without superstar level talent. Chicago Bulls don't have it. Do we have talent? Yes. Do we have borderline star level talent? Of course. But do we have superstar level talent? The answer is no. And the only way that you will be able to win games, not only games, but get deep into the playoffs without superstar level talent is if you're ferocious defensively. And right now we're the bottom of the league defensively, and our record indicates that tremendously. It's bad out here for us. It's 100% bad. So I love what we've put together, young talent, borderline stars. But at the end of the day, I think our floor is probably one and done, but our ceiling may be the Eastern Conference Finals, and I can't see us getting past that because the superstar level talent in the Eastern Conference is crazy. Think about it. Giannis Antetokounmpo, you got Jason Tatum, Joel Embiid. The level of superstar talent in the Eastern Conference weighs heavy, and I don't think the Bulls got what it takes in the East to survive those juggernauts that I just mentioned, and that's just a few of them. You know what I'm saying? That's actually so true, Tony. It's 100% true. Like, how many teams, honestly, throughout NBA history, you can date this back to the 1960s, how many teams in NBA history won a championship without at least one superstar-level talent? I mean, who you're going to have to probably date this back to the 70s. Wes Unseld? I mean, was he a superstar level talent when he played? Because in the 80s, you had the teams that were winning in the 80s was Dr. J, Moses Malone, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Isaiah Thomas, all superstar level talents. In the 90s, it was Jordan, Hakeem, all superstar level talents. In the 2010s, it was Tim Duncan, Kobe, Shaq, Wade, superstar level talents. 2011 and up, you got LeBron, Kawhi, Steph, KD. Who has won without superstar level talent? At least one player. You can count on one hand throughout NBA history, man. And it just, the bottom line is the Chicago Bulls don't have that. So no matter how high I want to believe our expectations are or what I feel like we should exceed as far as expectations, the realism in me is saying we don't have a shot in hell. And that's just what it is. Can we beat great teams here and there? Yeah, probably so. But there's a reason why there's not that many upsets in the game of basketball, simply because it's a 4-game series. So the better team more likely will win more times than not in basketball than, let's say, a sport like football where you one and done. If you got to play a series, even if you're a great team and you facing a team that's better than you, chances are you probably going to lose to the better team. Most of the time throughout NBA history, the better team wins in the NBA Finals. Point blank. It's not like football where you can get your random squad that comes out of nowhere, had no business being there, has a Cinderella-type story, and they win. So when it comes to the Chicago Bulls, man, either we blow this up and hope we draft well, or we need to find some way to acquire some superstar-level talent because I can't see it.